Welcome to Sacred Heart Strings Online. Today we're going to be learning Ode to Joy in G major. Now hopefully you saw the earlier video about learning to play in a different key. This is a different key from what we have in our All for Strings book. I will be sending you a copy of this via text, and you can download and print that out. It was just something that I kind of cobbled together, so we had something to play. There will be separate parts for each instrument. So violin will come next, or will come first, and then viola and cello will come after that. So try to be patient, violas and cellos. If you want to play along just listening and make this ear training so that you're just learning to listen and play along, that would be a good exercise for you if you don't have the music. But this lesson is focused really on the violins. Ode to Joy, we talked about some of the things that would be new in here. And I want to talk first about some things we already know about. So if you've already been practicing concert song, then you will be familiar with the dies al segno, the sign. It kind of looks like an S turned into a percent sign. You'll find that at circle 5 or measure 5 in your music. And so to play Ode to Joy that I've written out for you, you're going to start at the very beginning. You will play all the way through to where it says dies al fine. You will go back to the sign, that's the segno, in circle 5, measure 5, and play until you see the fine, and that's at the end of measure 8. So that will be the entirety of Ode to Joy. This is in G major, which means that your B and C violins are going to be close together. It won't be the C sharp that you were used to with the big space, with the high second. It's now going to be B and C natural, close together, as tight as you can squeeze them together. And then a big stretch. Now, I recommend starting out first by reading all the note names, nice and slowly. And when you can do that a little bit faster, so B, B, C, D, when you can do it about that fast, then you're ready. And I'm going to recommend that you practice in guitar position a little bit. So put your instrument in your lap, tuck it underneath your arm, get those fingers ready over here. Then you can really have your eyes on them if you need them. And you can see that your first and second on the B and C are going to be squeezed close together. So then practice with your pizzicato using the fleshy part of your thumb to pluck the string. So practice that in guitar position. That'll save a little bit of wear and tear on your left arm. And maybe you want to do that nice and slowly for a few days even before you put your instrument up and play this with the bow. I'm going to take it nice and slowly. And remember, you might want to just start playing one measure at a time, 2 measures at a time, and not even listen to the video all the way through while you're practicing. And then after you feel more comfortable going a little bit at a time, a little more until you can get all the way through, then maybe join again with the recording. So I'm going to play Ode to Joy in G major. We've changed the key to G major so that we are aligning ourselves with the key that is in our church hymnal. So the opportunity comes up to play Ode to Joy. You can be ready. So Ode to Joy in G major starts on a B. So if you are a viola, or even a cello really, if you are another instrument, not violin, and you're listening and you would like to play along, if you start on that B and play on from there, you can just listen with your ears and not even have the music. So Ode to Joy, 1, 2, ready, go. I bet you noticed while you were listening, that is a little change to the rhythm as compared to all for strings. And that is, we've added a dotted rhythm. If you have heard Ode to Joy, maybe you listened to the recording that I sent a few weeks ago. If you've heard Ode to Joy before, you probably have heard that dotted rhythm. Don't worry about dissecting it too much. Just think about how it sounds and see how you can do with that slur. You might notice I put 2 notes on the same bow. So watch with me when you're, watch along with the music, watch what I'm doing on the video, and you can see where I put that slur in. I did not write the slur because it might be tricky and we might decide to do it without the slur. But if you watch my bow, you'll see that the slur is in there. Well, have fun, get started on Ode to Joy in G major, and I'll see you again soon.